What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Sideline Sports. I'm Trevor, your host. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit that bell notification. It'll let you know when I'm online, when I'm doing a live podcast, or just a live short to update you on the news by the minute. Guys, we got Matt Steinmetz coming in from 95.7 The Game for my 100th episode. I'll let you know the date as soon as I have one. I don't have it quite yet locked down, but he will be here. Thank him for that, for showing up and being my second guest on this show. So far, I'm 2 for 2 with getting some very good, well-named sports reporters from the Bay Area on my podcast. I'm very thankful for that. So look out for that, guys. He'll be here on the 100th episode. I think we're about a week and a half away from that, but I'll let you know in the next podcast or two when that happens. Okay, we're talking Warrior basketball. We're talking Warrior trades. And now that the trade deadline is over, guys, it's time to start analyzing what that trade meant. So now, Warriors, as you know or don't know, we've got Jimmy Butler. So we made the trade for Jimmy Butler. We made a last-minute push for Nikola Vucevic from the Bulls. Didn't happen. It was a last-minute effort, and I think if they had a little more time, they could have got it done. Boy, would that have been awesome to see if those two came onto this team. It would have been a complete game changer. That being said, having Jimmy Butler is a game changer, right? This team's mental strength is weak, so anybody outside of Steph Curry is tradable. Unfortunately, we had to trade Wiggins, and that was the cost. He was playing very, very good basketball. If there was any way to keep Wiggins, I would have done that. I probably would have traded Kuminga before Wiggins if that was possible, but it may not have been. Either way, we got Butler. That's going to make this team a better team. It's going to help Steph Curry. Steph Curry's not going to force too many more shots now because of that. He's going to get a little bit of breathing room. Butler will command attention. So now we got Green, Butler, Curry. Hopefully Buddy Hield will come out of it, okay, guys? So let's take a look. We lost to the Lakers 112-120 last night, and why I say this team's mental strength is so weak is you could see it in the first quarter when we were getting down. We just couldn't get out of a funk. Nobody was shooting well. Nobody was playing with aggression. We were down, I think, 25 points going into the half. You come out of the half, start playing aggressive, and all of a sudden, the game gets down to as close as 6 points. And you look at that and you go, wow, they turned it on and could play. Well, so that's not a talent issue. That's not a physical ability issue. That is a mental ability issue, guys. And that's my biggest problem with this team is if they played that way for 4 quarters, they could have won that game last night. Should have won that game last night if that were the case. But they didn't. And so therefore, they were easy to pick apart in the first 2 quarters. Curry was forcing up shots. He missed, I think, 8 or 9 of his first 10 shots anyway at the 3-point land. So, guys, this team needs an overhaul. The experiment didn't work with the young guys as much. I know you want to keep a few, but you got to go get veterans. Now, with Jimmy Butler, you can make a push in the playoffs to a certain extent. Are they championship ready? I still don't think so, guys. I'm not going to sit here and say that they are because that would be blowing smoke. I don't blow smoke. I don't do that. That's not what my podcast is about. It's about talking about sports in a realistic and intelligent way that makes sense. And if you have any kind of, street smarts at all or any kind of wherewithal within your head, if you've been watching basketball for a number of years at all, you can feel what is right and what's wrong. If you're a sports guy, a sports girl, something out there, anybody, if you can just watch the sport and understand the flows, you can feel like this team doesn't gel. They just don't gel. Winning or losing, you look at them, they just don't gel well. We need fresh blood. That's the bottom line, and we're getting it. So here's my point, guys. Even if they don't win a championship this year, which is highly likely they won't, going into the offseason, with Jimmy Butler on your team, right? Because he decided to sign he signed an extension, guys. That means that he will be here next year. Okay, so you go into the offseason, Jimmy Butler, Curry, and Draymond Green, and now attracting other players to your team with the idea that we can win something is much more viable than without Jimmy Butler. So that is a guy who's going to be a magnet for other players coming in. Joe Lacob likes to spend money. He will spend money to get more talent in here in the offseason. There's no doubt about it. This team next year, guys, is going to look vastly different than this year. Buddy Hield is on notice. If he doesn't start shooting the ball well the rest of this year, he's gone. I'm surprised he wasn't gone in a trade, to be honest. He just hasn't lived up to the hype, even a little bit. In the first 10 games, yes, but after that, he has been basically lost in the weeds 100%. Brandon Pajemski's come down to earth since last year. He's doing okay, but he is tradable, no doubt. Moses Moody, I want to see get more time this year now. I think he's playing with the aggression that I like, and I think that he can be a good piece for this team. But he's tradable. Everybody on this team is tradable. Pat Spencer last night made a couple of mistakes. I like his aggressive play, but he missed an easy layup that cost us maybe the game or the momentum of that game anyway. So we've got a lot that we have to look forward to, guys, but it may not be this year. Just like I was saying with the San Francisco Giants, it takes time to build a team that is really championship ready that you can watch and play. And it's going to be no different with the Warriors. However, it can move a little bit faster when you have a guy like Steph Curry and a guy like Jimmy Butler you just traded for. So good news is that going into the offseason, I know Lacob's going to go out there. He's going to look for other players to pair along these guys and really boost this roster to make a run next year. Now, that being said, he's still going to chase Giannis. We know Lacob is still going to chase Giannis for as long as Giannis is playing basketball at a high level. He's going to chase him. So don't think for 1 second in the offseason Joe Lacob isn't going to try and cook something up to go out to the Bucks and try and steal Giannis away anyway. It's a long shot, but it's very, very possible. So Lacob will go make big moves and get another star in here. Don't doubt it for a second. He will make it happen somehow. I don't know when. I don't know if it's going to be in this offseason or when we lighten up the cap a little bit, get some money and then go out. But it will happen, guys. So anyway, leave comments. Let me know. Jimmy Butler, now a Warrior. By and large, great news. Okay, guys? So let's see where we go from here. We're still lying in the weeds outside the playoffs, but things can change when Butler gets here in an instant. And we'll keep reporting on the Warriors. Monday will be a Niners Monday now, guys. I promise. It was just this week was trade deadline, and we needed to focus on Warrior stuff. So hit the podcast up Monday morning. 11:30 is when I record the podcast. It'll be live shortly after, and we'll talk Niner football and anything that's new coming up with them. So anyway, thank you very much for the support, guys. Again, hit the like and subscribe. Remember, Matt Steinmetz will be here for a 30-minute interview on the 100th episode. It's going to be great. And, hey, Warriors just got better, guys. So remember, hard work beats talent when talent don't work. We did the hard work. We got the talent in. Now let's get back to work.